Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. All right, back with you here, and we're going to do something weird here during the break here. I ran out, grabbed an extra microphone, didn't have a headset. Ryan's over here, and I said, put him in the seat. Ryan Gresham, of course, from Gun Talk, all the videos you see, everything else, and dropped him in. He doesn't even have on a headset right now, so you can't even hear other than just through the room. But Ryan, we thought we'd give us a shot, see how it works.
Yeah, just flying blind.
There you go. So, all right, I was talking earlier about the LCP Max, the brand new pistol that was just released this week, and you went out and shot that with Doug Koenig.
Sure did.
Talk to me about that.
Well, I mean, everybody knows the LCP. This is the Ruger small pocket pistol 380 that just they I don't know how many they've sold, probably 1 million or more, a bunch of them. And it's kind of one of those standards to me of, or at least that one or a couple others in that category of, okay, here's, if you don't really like snubby revolvers and you go, okay, I want something as a pocket pistol, a easy, go to the grocery store, throw it in my pocket kind of thing. It's perfect. Well, the thing is, the LCP Max is also in 380, but it holds 10 rounds. And this is a tiny gun. And what's crazy about it is it's basically not any bigger than the regular LCP.
And I was trying to describe, because people say, oh, you mean it's like, the Micro 9s. I go, no, it's like you take a Micro 9 and you put this next to it. It's like putting the Micro 9 next to a full-size gun. It's just a tiny little thing.
Right. The grip got slightly wider just to accommodate, I guess, what do we call this? A stack and a half magazine or something like that. But it still works with your holster for your regular LCP.
Okay, so if you have an LCP and you be carrying a holster, this still works.
Exactly.
Okay. And it's, I think they said, if I remember right, it's like 0.04 of an inch wider. It's hardly any wider.
It's almost the same.
But weirdly enough, it feels better.
Well, that's the thing. I was carrying an LCP this morning, and I took it out and kind of took it out of the holster and just gripped it, go, okay, and I was going, gosh, this thing is small.
It is teeny tiny. It's hard to hold on to.
As far as gripping it and shooting it, it's too small. I mean, it's just,
it is.
It's not ideal. But it's great for concealability and that kind of thing.
Okay, so what about the Max when you shoot
It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better to shoot.
Still small.
Still very small, but it's just a smidge bigger on the grip, lets you get a better grip on the gun. And we shot it. It was great. It ran great.
Did Doug Koenig know how to shoot it?
He did. He did.
He learned to shoot.
Yeah. I think, I can't remember if it was the LCP Max or another gun that we were shooting with Ruger. But we decided to do a little competition. Now, the day before, we did a little competition that was probably unfair to Doug, and I sort of won that one.
Well, that's the only way you're going to win against Doug Koenig.
He didn't get. We just kind of sprung it on him, and I kind of won that one.
Doug, I'm going to shoot from 3 feet, and you're going to shoot from 100 yards.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous that we just put him up to because it's our show, and he had to go along with it.
Right.
But what was funny is the next day we went out to do some more filming. We were, okay, let's do another one. It'll be me versus Doug, and I could see him over there kind of laying out, okay, this target, then this target, then this target. And I'm going, oh boy.
There's a reason he is the champion.
And we go, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Bing, 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 bing. And went, what?
What just happened?
I mean, I wasn't even done shooting. And I lost really bad. And I turned to the camera. I said, well, sometimes you win and sometimes you shoot against Doug Koenig.
Well, it's very much like when I remember doing the same kind of deal. You were doing it with Rob Latham. Mm-hmm. When you're doing that, what was it, that 10 penny challenge?
Oh, gosh, the 10 penny challenge.
Yeah.
Sounded so simple at the time.
Just easy. How hard can this be? Right?
10 pennies taped onto a target from 10 feet, not yards, 10 feet. And you have...
Shoot it as slow as you want to.
You have 10 shots. Shoot it as slow as you want to. It's not timed. How many pennies can you hit? I think I hit 2. Steve Horseman from Team Springfield hit 3. And Rob shot 9.
And what was interesting is the moment you suggested the idea, Rob walked away, went over to a target, and started practicing doing the drill. There's a reason these guys are world champions.
Yeah, and they really don't. They're both Doug and Rob, super fun guys, super nice guys.
Great guys.
But they do not like to lose.
No.
It's not like we're goofing around and I'm trying to just ham it up for TV, but they're going, no, I don't want to lose this.
No, I'm going to win. I like you, Ryan, but I'm going to beat you.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to beat you every single time, right? I mean, that's just what these guys do. So, all right, so the video on the LCP Max, that's out now?
It's out now. We went ahead and released that so everybody could find it on Gun Talk YouTube or Gun Talk Roku or go over to guntalk.com, guntalktv.com, everywhere we put our stuff.
Actually, anywhere you can get video, if you put in, there's probably a Gun Talk app on it, whether it's Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV,
exactly.
or whatever. I mean,
exactly.
Just put in Gun Talk, and once you download that app and put it there, then you can watch all the other videos.
So it's kind of, it's Netflix for gun stuff is really what it is. You can download the Gun Talk TV app.
Oh, really? Oh.
And you can download it to your phone, and you'll have Gun Talk TV app on your phone or your iPad or whatever.
And we have thousands, literally thousands.
Literally thousands of videos. And it just like a Netflix, it'll say, you know, hey, here's what you were watching last time. Do you want to resume it? Do you want to keep watching it? It's actually pretty cool. We spent a lot of time on it.
What's it called?
Gun Talk TV.
Gun Talk TV on the App Store.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I tell you what, let me take a quick break here. We're going to come back. We're talking with Ryan Gresham. If you got any questions about this new gun or some of the other stuff that he's been shooting on the videos, by all means, give us a holler at 866-TALK-GUN. Also, Ryan, just had Sheriff Jim Wilson on talking about revolvers. And let's talk about that when we come back, because that's always fun.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back. We have to stop talking about guns so we can get back to talking about guns here, because during the break, Ryan and I are talking about the stuff he's been out shooting. And your crew, and you've got a really great video crew. You guys have been out shooting all sorts of videos with a lot of people from a lot of different companies. You kind of got the new season of Guns and Gear you're getting geared up for.
Exactly. We actually just started, I guess, last week. New season of Guns and Gear runs from now through the end of the year on the Sportsman channel on Thursday nights, but then with a bunch of re-airs during the week. And then, of course, you can find it online. But we've been filming a ton every single week. I've got more people coming in this week to do finish up some of the last episodes, getting in there in the season. But one of the things you were mentioning revolvers.
Right. We were talking with Jim Wilson about that earlier.
And I was out with Smith & Wesson just a week or two ago, and he brought 3 different Smith & Wesson revolvers.
Can we talk about these now? They're out?
Yeah.
Okay, just because we get them early, and sometimes we have to go, wait, can we talk about these yet? Okay, all right, go ahead.
Usually I turn to KJ and go, can we talk about these? Yeah. he's my guy keeping track of that. But good thing for them is I don't remember models very well. But, I can tell you, describe what it was.
Okay.
You had what I would kind of call a snubby, a J-frame style, but these were all very, very, very lightweight scandium guns. So scandium, you could describe scandium. Scandium is lighter than...
It's an aluminum alloy with some scandium put into it for extra strength. So you have the weight of aluminum alloy, but the strength of steel. Yeah. So they make for really strong but incredibly lightweight guns.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you had the 5-shot 38 special revolver, super lightweight, which was great. Again, could be a good pocket carry option or whatever. Then we had, which was very cool, we had the 8-shot 357. I think the barrel was about 1 inch, but it was like an end frame, so it had a big grip on it.
Okay, so it's a big revolver, but with almost no barrel, just
Correct.
a 1-inch barrel.
Correct. Again, super lightweight.
Right.
And then the Big Daddy, which is wonderful to carry all day while backpacking.
Yes.
This was a 44 Magnum, and the gun weighed 29 ounces.
So it's a Scandium 44
Magnum. Now you go, well, that's great. You backpack it, you carry it all day. There's no weight to it.
Well, and that'd be nice. You're lightening your load. Okay.
Yes.
But there's a but.
There's a but. So, and I knew it. I knew it was going to happen.
Okay.
We loaded 3 shots of 44 Special because we're smart and you can do that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Less recoil.
How was that?
It was okay. It was like, okay, that's jumpy, but it's okay.
Okay.
And then here comes the 3 shots of 44 Magnum. First one, you shoot it, you go, oh God, that hurt.
Yeah.
And then you grip it tighter, and you shoot again, and then the third one you go, oh God, I hope I don't start crying on camera here. I mean, this thing, it was like, hey, hold out your hand, and I'm going to hit it with a ball-peen hammer. It's going to be so fun.
Is that when you turn to the camera guys and say, okay, I'm going to do this one more time?
That's exactly what happened. Of course, when we're doing this, the camera guys always want you to do it again. Do it again. Now we're going to do it slow-mo. Now we're going to change the angle.
Right.
Now we're going to put a different lens on. And I go, guys, I'm not trying to be a wuss here, but I've got probably another cylinder before, like, I can't feel my hand anymore. And that's not a joke. I said, seriously,
right.
We have to get this right. So it's a great gun, and even the Smith guys.
It's very specialized.
The Smith guys said, look, this is not a gun you're going to go to the range and shoot a lot.
Okay.
Now, if you shoot it with 44 specials, or you find some really soft loads.
Or you load your own.
You can do that. But if you're going to shoot 44 Magnums in it, you might want to do that to kind of get the feel of it, like for a cylinder. But
actually, what you ought to do probably is get an all-steel gun.
Right.
Practice with that.
That's a good point. But the good thing is, if you're carrying this in bear country and you have it loaded with big old 44 Magnums, by the time you get to the third shot, you are so angry at this bear
for making you shoot the gun.
For making you shoot the gun at him that you're ready to fist fight him. Really,
you're just gonna beat him over the head with it.
Yeah, you're fine with that.
So the other two were 357s, right?
38 special and a 357.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And the 357, shooting at the range, you're going to use little wad cutter loads, shoot it a bunch.
Absolutely.
The deal. And with a 44 mag, you can do that with 44 special. But they're very specific and special guns, but holy cow. I've never shot the 44. I've shot the Scandium 357. And that was not fun. I mean, as you say, shootable, but truly, honestly, not fun.
Like, woo, yeah.
And I don't want people to think, well, gee, why do they make that? Well, they make it so that, because there are people who want this super lightweight gun they're going to carry and never shoot.
And people will say that. I'm not going to shoot this gun.
Right.
I'm carrying it because it's easy to carry. And if you really are doing a long hunting, backpacking trip, whatever, weight is a big deal.
Well, the reality is the choice is either between that or not carrying a gun.
Right.
Or carrying a really inadequate gun.
Right.
I'm going to carry something like a little bitty 9 for bear protection when you could carry the super lightweight 44 Magnum, understanding that, look, I'm good for 6 shots and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
But that's all you're going to, it's either going to be over one way or the other, right? Either it's over or the bear's dining on you and it's, you don't care at that point, right?
You don't care. Put me out of my misery. I've shot 4 shots of 44
If you would,
Magnum.
please start with my hand. Here, it doesn't give me this hand. Just chew on this thing for a while.
Please.
I'll never feel it.
I'm so happy to get rid of this hand at this point.
I'm just going to put my hand in your mouth. You chew on that one and distract you, okay?
Yeah.
Holy cow. So, did anybody else shoot it?
Yes. Yeah. And they agreed. I think they shot. It's one of those guns that you can find them online for sale. And usually there's a box of 50 rounds that still has 47 rounds unfired.
They got through 3 of them.
And they went, never mind. I don't want this gun.
Done.
Yeah. Go on Gunbroker. You'll find one.
It's a gun to carry.
Yeah.
And we all understand. But it's pretty cool.
It was a cool gun. I mean, it was very impressive how light it was. It's just one of those things that shooting a lot of it with a 44
I actually
Magnum.
have a Smith & Wesson 1911 that's Scandium. And that's a nice carry gun. It's a commander size 1911, good bit lighter, obviously. But the 44 ACP, 45 ACP doesn't have a lot of recoil anyway.
No, it's not horrible.
So it's not a bad deal. You can you can actually go shoot that pretty much all day long. It's not a big deal. Can't even imagine 44 Magnum. Just can't even imagine what that would be like. So.
But revolvers are making a comeback. I mean, people are loving revolvers these days.
Yeah, they are. And Colt is doing their thing. They got the Python and the Anaconda as well.
Absolutely.
Now owned by CZ.
Now owned by CZ. Now, I don't know if you guys have talked about this on the show, but apparently there are some gun folks out there saying, oh, if I own a pre-CZ Colt, it's going to be somehow more valuable. according to the Colt guys, they shake their head and go, I don't really think that's going to be the case.
Don't think so. And that's, we speculate on that all the time here. Hold that thought a second. I got to run to the break. But yeah, we speculate on that and go, well, if I buy these now, and I'm going to hold on to this for a long time, and go, yeah, or you could just buy stuff you like and shoot it the whole time. So there you go. We're talking with Ryan Gresham from Gun Talk. Check it out, guntalk.com, and all the different Gun Talk videos out there. When we come back, we'll talk just a little bit about the new season of First Person Defender, which just broke, and some of the crazy stuff they're seeing there. You actually never know what people are going to do until you put them under stress. All right, we just looked up that revolver that Ryan was talking about. What's it?
The Model 327 from the Performance Center at Smith & Wesson, and this is the one that is full-size grip on it, and the barrel is
it looks like a wart on the end of the cylinder.
It's barely a barrel, but it's 8 shots of 357. Now, it says it's a 2-inch barrel. Maybe it just looks even shorter because the frame is
you know what they've done? Look, if you look at it, they've actually run the barrel back inside the frame a little bit. That's
sure, it kind of goes back to the cylinder.
Yeah, but as far as the part sticks out from the frame, it's maybe an inch.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it was a fun shooting gun.
And if you need to start a fire.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You could do it with that.
Totally. Yeah, we'll watch for the flame on this bad daddy. Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about First Person Defender, the series, 11th season now? 10th, 11th
I think we're in the 10th season now.
Okay, you take regular people, drop them into to self-defense scenarios. You've been shooting that. What kind of reaction are you getting? You got to be seeing interesting stuff.
This has been a great season so far, and it's always a bit of a crapshoot we try to cast people for this, but we truly don't know what's going to happen. It's not scripted. And we run them through these scenarios, and they don't know what's going to happen. It's a self-defense scenario. And people have done really well. They've learned, they've improved on each episode. And, I mean, one example is we had a woman who is just graduated college. She's moving to a big city. She loves to walk her dog. She's wanting to start carrying, but hasn't yet. And so that's a very common scenario. There's a lot of people like that,
and she didn't have really any background in shooting.
No background in shooting. And we go, okay, here's your gun. Here's how you're going to carry it in a belly band, because that's practical for
joggers,
her. She's walking her dog, that kind of thing, going to the park. And what was amazing is we had a guy start coming up behind her, and he's trying to stop her. Hey. And she immediately realized this guy's up to no good. She starts walking faster. So then she starts running. He starts running after her. As she's running, she draws the gun, turns around to like a backwards run, and shoots him 3 times in the chest.
While she's running?
Backwards. I was going, wow. That was
with no training.
That was impressive.
Now, to be fair, this is like a champion-level athlete.
She's very athletic. She's very coordinated. But, I mean, I was honestly, some of my role as the producer is to just worry. That's all I do all day while we're filming this thing is
how's this going to work?
Someone's going to get hurt, or this isn't going to work out, or whatever. Right. But it's like she turns around and starts running backwards, and you're going, oh, God, please don't fall. But she, it was fantastic. And it was some natural athletic ability there.
Is that out now? Can we see that?
That one will be out in the next few weeks.
Okay.
So stay tuned on all the Gun Talk channels, video channels.
Watch for First Person Defender. And if people want to, like for next season, if people want to be involved in FPD, there is a process for that.
Yeah, email us info@guntalk.com. And you can say, hey, I want to be on First Person Defender. Now, here's a little teaser that perhaps maybe we're just going to start doing like First Person Defender camps for people to come in and spend a couple days of getting some training and running through a bunch of these force-on-force scenarios. If that's something you'd be interested in, email us, info@guntalk.com.
Cool idea. This will be at the new Gun Talk Complex World Headquarters that you're building now.
We haven't really talked about it much, but we are working on the new world headquarters for Gun Talk, and no kidding, it's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing. It's actually amazing now, but in a different sort of way. Once we get the demo finished and everything done on it, it's going to be very
large
cool.
renovation.
There you go. Ryan, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Always fun. And also, you guys are always doing live videos and everything else as well.
Facebook and YouTube, we simulcast those, Gun Talk Live. We do those weekly. And also, every single week, we give away a prize.
Oh.
So anyone who comments during that thing, they're entered to win. And the prizes have been kind of impressive. We did psionics, night vision, We did all sorts. We've done guns. We've done.
You keep talking. We're going to break here, okay?
I'll just until it just cuts me off.
That's it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.